Hello and welcome to Mr. Lisp in Progress, and today we're talking about hindsight. Hindsight is such a wonderful thing. And when we look at perspective of hindsight, we look at things of, if I had only done this, if I did that, this reaction would never happen. That reaction would never happen. Over this weekend, I've seen a series of things that's been going on, and first and foremost, I want to send my condolences to the young lady who unfortunately has passed away. But what I also want to say is, this is a chain reaction. It's choices, and choices have led to this unfortunate situation. And there's a young lady who's currently being remanded. I'm not going to go too much into the case because I'm not here for that. But a young lady has been remanded, and a moment sat with me and made me think, wonder what she's going through now. I wonder the thoughts going through her head. And I know hindsight must have sat in. And it's that situation of, fortunately for us, we're not in this situation, but we are very, very easily and can be in that situation because reactions and our choices. And what I've realized and what I've been seeing, a lot of it is about clout. It's social media clout. And no one wants to look disrespected, moist, violated, or whatever the words may want to be used at the time. But no one wants to be that person who looks like they got the lesser hand. Everyone wants to be the person who got the upper hand. And with that being is, everyone is going to do something to top the next person. So, for example, if someone threw water on someone's going to set someone on fire or something like that, just to top what's been happening, because everyone needs to be sees themselves that they need to be that person on top at all times. And what we can do and what we can see from this and what we should be learning from this is that it's our choices, it's our reactions and how we react. And we've also got to look at, yes, there's humiliation, yes, there's clout, yes, there's, the goading from other people, but in time that will pass. Because after, the situation happened on the weekend, in the next month or so, people have forgotten about it. But the unfortunate people, the lady who passed away, her family, this is something they're never going to forget. The lady that's in prison, her family are not going to forget it. She's not going to forget it, but people are going to forget them. And this is the reality. Things always go on. There's always something new. There's always the next hype. There's always the next viral moment. And we have to realize, are we going to be that person? And how can we stop ourselves from being that person? And it's, looking at sometimes the bigger picture, looking at family, career, your goals, your dreams. Am I going to react to everything? Do I need to react to everything? Who am I looking validation from? Is it from people online? Or is it the people that are in my immediate circles? Because which matters to you more is going to be a lot to do with the decision that you make. And I'm not saying, we can all go out there and we're all going to be thinking this. No, because in the heat of the moment, we all don't know how we're going to react. And that is one thing we can say. We all don't know how we're going to react. We would like to know how we would want to react and how we would want our children to react. But we don't know how we're going to react in the heat of the moment. But if we can preempt these thoughts now and start thinking about the choices we make, the choices we make can help get us, or stop us from getting into these situations. Because these situations are happening way too often. And the reactions are becoming the same reactions, ending in the same results. Someone no longer being here, either permanently or temporarily. But it's a bigger impact because there's family and there's externals that the impact goes on to. And it can sometimes become generational, made by one choice. Sometimes we have to let that sink in. One choice can impact generations. So think about yourself. Think about the one choice that you've made that could impact yourself, your immediate family, and your generations to come. And this is what we have to start thinking about. Again, I know it's easier said than done, because in the heat of the moment, we don't know how we're going to react. We really don't. But if we can start planting the seeds and putting tools in place, so, simple things, it sounds very cliche, count to 10. Walk away from a situation. Sometimes you live to see another day by just doing that. Knowing that your internal strength is stronger than what anyone can say to you outside. If you have to come off the social media to avoid certain things, come off. Like, do what you need to do for yourself, because you do not want to be either 6 foot or on a blue mattress, because neither of them are, I can imagine, is not what you want. I can't say nice, but I can say, it's not what we want. And I know your family, and there's so many things that you must have goals, dreams and stuff that you want to aspire to, and that's definitely not wasn't in the plans. So, let's think about our choices. Let's think about how we react to things. Let's think about taking that moment, stepping away, writing things down, talking to somebody, having a one-to-one where there's not all the noise from everybody else. Sometimes come offline. If you've got someone's phone number, call them directly. And not everything has to end up being in fights, altercations. Can we not communicate and resolve things without things always having to go physical? Things always going left. We can do this. And we need to start doing this more. Let's communicate. Like, we're not barbaric individuals. We must be able to, have a conversation. This is what I thought you said or did. This is what I thought I said you did. Even if you have to bring someone who can mediate, but it's not someone who's going to goad you and, I wouldn't have that. No, someone, we all have people that we trust. So bring someone who's going to mediate and know that they're going to diffuse any situation before it even arises. And this is sometimes how the best friendships are formed, because a lot of times individuals have similar traits or characteristics, so it's a personality clash. Sometimes people are so similar that there's a natural repellent from each other, or they probably see themselves in each other so much to the point where they don't even like what they see. That's what a lot of it is. But there's many great friendships have been formed just by people having this communication and understanding that it was a miscommunication. And, someone can be the bigger person and say, sorry, I apologize. I take accountability for my actions and try to do better moving forward. That is just the reality. It doesn't always have to end up in bloodshed, locked up behind bars, mourning families. Like, we have to do better. We really have to do better. So let's share this message. Please, let's share this message and let everybody know. Let's take moments in our life to just capture what we got. Have that level of gratitude. Because when we've got that, we realize what we got is valuable. And it's more valuable than how many likes someone got, or how much times your picture has gone viral or whatever. We can get past that. We've lived in a world when there ain't social media for many of us. And we've had to deal with certain things and be able to show our face again, bigger and better. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you there. But please, let's take a moment to think about your choices. And a good choice right now will be to watch another video. That one there or that one there. And if you haven't, like, comment and subscribe. Mr. Lisp, out.